Well, welcome. OMENA is our guest for the night, and we're looking forward to see what her topic is. So tell us what you've chosen for tonight, or what was chosen for you, however that worked.
Well, I thought I would begin, hopefully, for a listening audience, that I am OMENA. I am a clairvoyant, a spiritual medium, and a soul historian. And of course, I do a lot of healing work. And tonight's topic is on impersonal spirituality. So you're all
And
probably wondering what that is.
yes, tell us.
Well, impersonal spirituality is a choice and a way that we live life. And it's very much connected to our soul energy and our spiritual energy. And it also applies to how we live our daily life. Being impersonal, having impersonal spirituality does not mean that we are not connected. It means that we're actually more connected in a more peaceful way. And through our personalities and our ego, we begin to discipline ourselves not to personalize everything around us. We learn to live in the world, but not be a part of it. And by that I mean is that that's a very difficult task to do to begin with. But being in the world and seeing ourselves as these beautiful beings in the world, enjoying all the good things of the world, but not becoming involved in things that we can't do anything about. Doesn't mean we can't have empathy. It doesn't mean that we can't understand. Actually, impersonal spirituality gives us more of that. It's just that we make a decision about what do we become involved in. We begin to look at what can we control, which of course there's nothing we really can control, only ourselves, and what is better for our higher good, and what do we want to experience with other people. Are we strong enough to stand back and not become involved in something there's very little we can do about, but at the same time have empathy and sympathy, no, not sympathy, gratitude for being able to experience what other people are going through and be able to bless them on their mission. And we become impersonal in that way on a higher level, which is part of our spiritual selves, because our spiritual souls are very impersonal. They don't interfere with anything we do. Our soul doesn't interfere with anything we do. It's part of that whole impersonal spirituality where you learn to live in the world, be at peace, and at the same time not be part of all the things that are not good for you or not good for your higher good. Unless, of course, we're able to be change agents for the world, and we do that from the experience of who we are and the experience that we've had from life that we were able to share with somebody, and that shows them how to grow. I had gotten quite a few. Richard had sent out a lot of emails to a lot of our friends to have them listen in tonight, and some will probably call in, and some sent email questions to me that I would answer on here if they couldn't call in. So I don't know if anybody has any questions now.
Well, let's go ahead and give the number for them to call in. That might be
Right.
helpful. That is 888 429 5471. 888 429 5471, and that's free for the United States and Canada.
And I thought this would be a good topic because the beginning of a new year, in numerology, it says it's the number 9, which is bringing a lot of things to an end, where we now begin to bring in new things. And of course, we all know about New Year's resolutions. I gave up making those long ago because experience taught me to make changes. But I still think that, if anything, for New Year's resolution would be to become more spiritually impersonal, at the same time become more spiritual within ourselves. And I would hope that anyone that makes New Year's resolutions, as the saying goes, within 2 weeks we forget them, or to look at what is blocking from fulfilling that resolution that you want to do for yourself, or to be very specific about what it is you want to change about yourself. whether it has to do with your belief systems, your journey through your life, or depression, or whatever it might be. Any feelings, emotions, weight is a big thing everybody does in the new year. And oftentimes that's great for a couple of weeks, and then everybody falls back into the old patterns again. And sometimes you have to wonder why.